right, so first off, just, the deepest and most heartfelt condolences to Ed and his family, and I don't even know how he, I don't even know how he's able to function with everything that he's going through. He's a great man, he's one of the best coaches, and, he's a great friend to so many, like myself in this business, so, deepest heartfelt condolences, and I'll pray for Ed and his family every day. And then I thought, just they were really game today. Obviously, the response to the 14-4 start against us, I thought we made a quality response from there, and they made shots. I mean, they were, kind of like a high major talented, low major type of situation to deal with, because they were spreading us out and they had shooting and skill, at all 5 positions. So that was really tough to guard. Obviously, thrilled with some of the things we did on offense. Thrilled with the last, 35 minutes of the game, and just good to see some guys play well offensively. That felt good.
And when you look back at the season, the way Haas has played and what he's had to deal with, what's kind of your level of admiration and respect for what he's fought through, what he's done?
Yeah, I mean, you just want soldiers, like you win with soldiers, just people with heart, and the last couple of years we've, obviously 23, 24, we just got the personalities just right, the character, the competitive will, the work ethic, the desire to win, he represents all those things. I mean, he's, he actually probably looked a little better. I think he's, moving a little bit better, but you just want warriors, you want soldiers. You can't win without soldiers and warriors. These games are battles, they're fist fights. They're not workouts. Yeah, it's we got the good mojo when we come in here, just because we've been able to win here for 2 straight years. That's helped. I think in critical moments, you need a home crowd that is just into it from the start. I mean, the environments that we go into on the road, I mean, you guys are there. I mean, you see what Marquette's like for us, and what Creighton's like for us when we roll into town, what Xavier's like for us, what the Garden was like for us. Like, it is hostile, and they are in it from the jump. And when the crowd is into it, when the crowd gets into it here, it's as good as those places when the crowd, kind of jumps into it. So, but we got the good mojo when we play, when we play in here.
So they went by their 9 for 18 from 3 St. John's.
Is this Ed's water, by the way?
Already he's 0 for 15. He hits one. At some point, he was almost like.
Yeah, I thought we were done with that. That like the shooting was going to, but I mean, it's kind of what they did at Creighton. They were. It was a very similar game at Creighton. They got up 8, got up 9 in the first half. And I think they took 36 or 38 threes in that game, and just Epps and Peavy and Mack. I mean, those guys put so much pressure on you with their ability to just go off the dribble and create. I mean, I just don't, there's a sidebar here. I just don't know, like, these mock drafts, like Micah Peavy, like where is that guy in the mock drafts? I mean, like the shooting, the size, the two-way player, the ability to attack the rim, the relentless competitiveness. Like, where is that guy in the mock drafts? I just look at the film of this guy, unless he's 32 years old, which I don't think he is. Like, where is he in the mock drafts? Like, what is going? Yeah, they made some threes. I mean, we honestly, we wanted to take the three-point line away from Mac and Epps, and and I think the rest of the guys, we were willing, to have them shoot contested shots, just like the first half of the St. John's game. We had a team shoot above what they normally would by a great deal. Hey, listen, the minutes are always the easiest thing to distribute. When I get that version of Taris Reed, he plays 28 minutes. When I get, a version of Taris where, he's not as engaged, motor's not revved up as high, then, when Sampson's given that to us, then the minutes are distributed differently. I thought that version of Taris Reed, if he could ever, like Ejiofor does for St. John's, if he could ever, just unlock in himself this motor and this ferocity and this violence and this dominating mindset, but a lot of that is him. It's just when he brings that. He's a difference-making player. The onus is on him to show up with that level of engagement. And then, we did what we were supposed to do in a team that had that type of issues with front court, size, discrepancy. We did what we were supposed to do, but we've been a better rebounding team. Obviously not in the second St. John's game, but we're getting better there.
Do you need this kind of offensive performance from Haas? He shot well today, he distributed the ball well. Do you need this consistently to get to where you want to go?
Well, when he was healthy, he was kind of playing games like this. He was like 12 and 8. When he was physically in worse shape, the production, wasn't there because he was just basically in survival mode. He had much better, pop today physically, because that's obviously been a position that we've been searching for. I liked, Ahmad's first half minutes. He gave us 6 minutes. We were able to rest Hassan in the first half, and then we'll let Hassan play it out the entire second half because he was able to get some rest in the first half.
Dan, you mentioned a couple times this season how this group in particular is maybe a little bit more reliant on you calling stuff from the sidelines than in past years. When you go into a game knowing that the volume of plays you're going to have to call yourself is higher, does that change the way you think about what and when you want to call certain things?
Yeah, because people aren't respecting us right now outside the system. If you watch today, I think we consciously drove the ball more. And, while actions were being overplayed, we got downhill at the rim. And, that's just something that we've got to do right now. We've got to get into, like making our opponents concerned that we're going to break things off and attack the rim. Hassan did that at times, Solo did that at times, Alex did that at times, Liam did that at times. And we need to do that just to soften the defense up, to respect some of those things about us. Where now, we could get to the things that we like to run, but we need more of a mixture. And then, I think that we've become robotic and too reliant. And part of it, a large part of that is me. What is that? You just, you get drunk on your own success. And I think we forced our players to be a little bit too robotic, and now we're trying to loosen the reins and let them go and attack and create more. That was, my fault. I screwed them up.
Coach, it was a tough shooting night against St. John's on Sunday. How did you feel about the three-pointer tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had some good looks against St. John's, especially in the first half, and some things at the rim where we got the ball stolen, where we had layups on the night. And then tonight, I thought, we got some great shots. I thought, Solo, I thought, had some really clean looks at 3, 4 for 10. He's probably disappointed in that. Alex got some great threes, 1 for 5. He's probably disappointed in that. But I was happy to see a 19 assist game again. And again, us being able to play outside of just too much half court running actions and letting these guys have a little more freedom, I think it's going to make us harder to guard.
Is this your first time as a coach where you essentially had to deprogram guys this late in the season and cut them loose a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it's because we didn't have to. The last 2 years, it was like, even the last 2 or 3 years with these teams, it's like you didn't have to on stops in transition or. When action broke down, you didn't have to tell Cam Spencer to go make a play in the ball screen game. You didn't have to, tell Steph Castle or T. New, Andre Jackson. They just went out and created and in transition just went and played off a drag or off a twin and you didn't have to call. I mean, this year has been more stressful relative to that play sheet is like torn to by the end of the game, just having to. I just think we got to, these guys get more stops, playing with more freedom outside the system is going to make the stuff that we run more effective. And that's why we've had that balance. This year, that balance has not been there, partially because our defense hasn't been as good. So we don't get the stops, we don't get out in transition, we don't get the blocks that lead to 3-on-2s, we don't, get the Steph Castle steals, the Cam Spencer steals.
The kind of phenomenon of Harris has so many offensive rebounds. He's almost a better offensive rebounder than defensive. I mean, like almost 40% of his rebounds I think are offensive. And ball kicks today were
Yeah.
offensive. I mean,
Yeah.
what does that say about him?
Just says, he's got to unlock this thing within himself, where it's just like, this life or death urgency on every finish, on every post up, on every offensive rebound, this thing where, and he's trying, he's trying. When we watch film as a group and he sees a rebound he could have got versus St. John's, like, the head goes down, you see the frustration on his face. He wants to be that guy. It's a switch that he's got to flip. He's got to become, this maniac once the game starts. Start slapping the shit out of his face or something, or get himself going, because he's got, he got a great physical power, athleticism combination, and nose for the ball on the O glass.
That's real top key coast to coast does that surprise you, or is that sort of what you see?
Yeah, because no one told him to do it. It's just an instinctual. He's got great feet, and he's got talent, and he made a play on the ball. Those times where he kept, the time where he kept it on a dribble handoff, turned the corner and dunked it, like no one fucking looped and yelled at him, keep it and take a dribble and dunk it. I mean, the guy's got instincts, and he's got talent. It's a mindset, it's a motor, it's a relentless, pursuit of competitive warrior level, that he's got to find about himself, where every single night he shows up as the same exact person. He's got to take that next step in his career.
Do you feel like you're starting to handle the press better because you're seeing more of it in the so not everyone can press the way St. John's can? But I mean, do you feel like you guys are getting used to that and getting a little bit better?
I mean, I think the press has been all year. Wait, you mean the... Oh, I thought you meant... There's people acting far worse than me. What was that? I didn't know what you were talking about there. I'm sorry. They've been fair at times. No, listen, we've seen it so much now. I mean, in the end, it's like, it's basic things, like you have to know how to get open. I mean, you could change alignments. We've tried so many different alignments versus pressure. In the end, you have to have the confidence as a guard or a perimeter player and as an inbounder to know how to pass it to a tightly guarded player away from his body, making second, third moves, in, out, back to the ball, fake deep, come back. I mean, we've seen it a lot. Hopefully we're turning the corner with it. I know we're going to see it from Providence on Saturday, and it's obviously everyone's game plan because, pressure's been a problem for us.
Last one, Michael. Yeah, when Solo comes off actions where that's the opportunity to come off and catch, and teams are overplaying him, where is he at in his growth and development in terms of understanding what he should do when the shot isn't there?
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of growth there for him, with like that escape dribble, and, getting deep paint and making better guard plays, like deep floaters, spraying it to the three-point line, throwing lobs to the rolling center. I also think that like guys like Alex, Liam, and Solo, with the way they shoot it, they don't use the shot fake, the eye fake, the shoulder fake as well as they should to get those fly-by defenders, sidestep threes, get a guy up in the air, jump into him, get 3 free throws. Solo's just scratching the surface, of what he's going to be. I mean, 20 on 13 shots, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers. Solo's got that Catino Mobley type of game, and I just think that that this guy's going to be one of the best guards in the country. I think coming in here next year, he's going to be I think you're going to see a huge jump to like a 16, 17 a game, and the efficiency is even going to go higher. Thanks, guys.